All right, y'all. Thank you for sticking with part 3 because this is the part you probably wanted to hear in the first place. What all this has to do with you in particular. I'm excited because my placements are exciting because I am coming out again of a very challenging time. A very challenging time. So, without further ado, Aries. Remember, my North Node is in Libra, so my South Node is in Aries. So, in saying that, you should already know where I'm going with this after I talk about Aries. So, Aries are the ones who definitely need to travel, put a halt to travel this year. There will be business changes. There will be education switch ups, which is what we talked about already. We've already talked about this in the introduction. You need to be more hands on and stay local. Starting in July to the end of the year, there will be crazy times for Aries. This is not bad, but it'll be big transits due to the Mars transits. I told you all last week that Mars has a big retrograde coming up as well this month. But it's something else that's going to happen with it between July to the end of the year. So I'll have to get back to you specifically, Aries that are ruled by the planet Mars, the planet of action. And just know that if you do plan to do any travel or education like things, just know that there might be some differences in that, especially between July to the end of the year. All right, Taurus. Taurus season right now. Shout out to all the Tauruses, my mother, my oldest daughter, Milan, my ex-husband, a few of my ex-boyfriends. It was my cousin's birthday yesterday. Another cousin is next week. Another cousin was April 30th. Shout out to all y'all Tauruses. So utilize your talents to gain income. So Taurus is the money-making sign anyway, along with Capricorn. And most earth signs, Virgo too. Until you find new ways to make money, until you, because Taurus is also Scorpio's partnership. So we'll talk about houses too, because I'm still learning houses a lot, but a lot has to do with this partnership. So when we're talking about North nodes and South nodes, you're always thinking of the opposite sign. So Taurus is the opposite sign of Scorpio. So that is my partnership sign. But Tauruses need to lean on themselves more and become more independent. They do not need to rely on their partners for money. They need to figure out different ways to push themselves to make money and become more independent. Also, right now, Uranus, the planet of surprise, is pushing Taurus to do this more because they're surprising Tauruses with many obstacles and lessons to learn in the future. So during the North Node in Gemini, the innovative sign, Tauruses need to figure out different ways to make money. It'll be successful, definitely, for Tauruses. Okay? Geminis. Gemini and North Node. Gemini planets are moving into the sign Gemini a lot, especially Venus, which we definitely got to talk about, especially next week with my hair. Venus retrograde is going to be big, and it's in Gemini, and it's happening this week. So that will be next Sunday's topic. I did talk about that last Sunday. We'll get more in depth this Sunday, coming up next Sunday. Any Gemini placements. I know the only Gemini placement I have is I have a lot of Sagittarius places, which is their opposition sign, but the only Gemini placement I have is in Lilith. Lilith is my Bitch. If y'all don't know about Lilith, we will definitely have a series on Lilith. But when you have Gemini and a Lilith placement, you are a person that loves to research, loves to communicate. And if y'all don't notice that about me, so Geminis will have almost damn near the best year ever. One of the most hated Geminis that I have learned to finally take a closer look at and be like, why is everybody hating this Gemini so much? I used to hate Geminis a lot, and I had to, part of my work and life lessons was to figure out why I hate people for their signs, right? So in figuring out and just like having this revelation with myself, I discovered that Donald Trump being a Gemini, Kanye West I've always been a Kanye West fan, but I kind of followed the lead of a lot of people and did not like Kanye West or Donald Trump for no reason, basically. Some people see reasons. A lot of it is misconstrued. So, anyway, Geminis will have the best year ever. Sorry to let y'all know. Again, I don't have that much placement in Gemini, so it won't affect me as much. But those of you Geminis, kudos to you. Love will all of a sudden happen for y'all. Sudden partnerships, sudden wealth, sudden higher placements on the Tatum pole. Like king, queen status type of luck. So tremendous opportunity is coming for Geminis. So stay positive, Geminis. Cancer. Oh, girl, that was in the room. Cancer is that moody, that loving and nurturing, but crazy sign. The Scorpio twin, matter of fact. The other water sign, other than Pisces. Cancers have had it rough for the past few months because the North Node again was in Cancer. Just switched. What's the date of town? It just switched 5 days ago. So Cancers need to take time to recuperate from that, as well as time to let go and tap into spirituality. Time to let go of certain worries. Self-love yourself more. Time to look into new jobs. Your hours may get cut. Some difficulties may still arise, but as long as you keep your spiritual, your meditative mood, self-care, take care of yourself, you should be fine. I'm on top of that little girl downstairs. Trust me, I'm on top of her, because she, even at the age of 7 going into 8, is definitely, I can see, has gone through a lot. She's gone through a lot with me, and I'm getting emotional because she was my ride or die when I was in California. She was really my ride or die. Y'all can't even imagine. At 5, between 5 and 7, ride or die. All right, but anyway, that brings emotions because I know what we went through. All right, Leo. Leo, be more creative on how you present yourself to the world. Leos are the in your face, I'm the greatest, I'm awesome. And yes, you are. You are definitely awesome and amazing. But that's not enough at this time. Oof, let me get myself together. I don't even know where my tissue is. My eyes are burning. Excuse me, y'all. Let me take a sip of water. All right. So create, Leos, for the sake of others and not just for self. Because sometimes Leos can be a little bit self-indulging. You are definitely amazing people. You should think of yourself like amazing all the time. My Mars placement is in Leo. So that's definitely a serious, powerful placement. So I feel this as well. You will attract more spiritual relationships. You will keep the relationships you have and they will build. But it's the way you need to build it is what you need to work on. Okay? Health and big opportunities are coming, so your health is bettering too. Congratulations on that for Leos. But it's just the way you will be approaching things in a different way. Everybody has to change again into this Gemini mode where you're learning to adapt and be innovative and different. Change is here. So good luck on that, Leos. Virgo, focus on your career. Virgos, again, are those grounded individuals, the earth signs. So money is all Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns think about. So Virgos, focus on your career. Still thinking in that Gemini mode, being more innovative with your career. Something with housing is something you do not need to focus on. So even if you have some kind of change in housing, worry about the career more. That makes me think, like, how are you going to keep that house if you don't worry about your career more, right? Focus less on emotions, Virgos. And with that, that'll make you happy. Virgos are people that are always in their head a lot, so they got to be happy. If you don't, it will affect your health, physically and mentally. So stay on top of that. All right, Libras. The sign before my sign, my rising sign again, my North Node sign, Libra. Libra is also going to be having a good year. Air signs in general are going to be having a good year. So shout out to the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Y'all going to be having a good year. But Libra, remember when I was talking about Aries are the ones that should not travel. Libras are the ones that can. Libras, especially rising signs, like myself, out of all the signs, sun, moon, and rising, you will be the ones that will have travel blessings. We will be the ones that have travel blessings the most during this time. Relocation will be good for Libras. Libras will also make some kind of adjustments of travel. There'll be adjustments of travel anyway, but it'll be like you'll have to decide where to travel, who will travel with you. And this is hitting home because, again, I am from DC. I love DC, but Cali is the move. I read a meme the other day. It says Uptown, and that's where I'm from in DC, Uptown Northwest. Uptown people think that they're Californians anyway. And when I got over there, before I even moved over there, I felt this vibe, like this is where I definitely belong. So that is definitely what is on my mind. Before I even figured out this is a good time for Libras to travel. Again, I'm a Libra rising. That I talked about Libra risings already, or rising signs. But I plan on moving back to California within the next month. Once we see what is going to happen within this month, because this is a busy month. But my plan is to move back to California. What I'm trying to decide within that plan is my Libra son, to get him to come over there and live, because he did not live with us last time. He just visited. It was just me and my 2 daughters. And my oldest daughter wasn't there as much as my youngest. That's why I was crying, because we went through a lot. All right, so Libras, good luck to y'all. Good luck to us, and let's get this relocation and moving popping. All right, I got 3 minutes. Let me be a little bit more quick. Scorpio, my sign, my sun sign. Shout out to Scorpios. It is our halfway mark, half birthday, halfway to our birthdays. And my birthday is in exactly 6 months and 5 days for that, November 15th. Sexual expression will grow, be more magnetic. We will be more magnetic. We're already the magnetic sign, but we will be more magnetic than normal. This will also have to do with Gemini in the north node, as well as the Venus retrograde in Gemini. My Venus is also in Scorpio, my placement. We will attract many. We already do, but we will attract many. And these people that we attract actually will be good for us as far as money-wise. I can't wait for that, because I'm single and ready to make one. Energy will be tremendous with others in a good way. So explore your sexuality more, that we already do. We're the sex sign. Sexual expression will be on top of the totem pole for us. Sagittarius, not the time to do things by yourself. Sagittarius is the sign that likes to travel. But in that aspect, they like to kind of run away with their travel. They like to kind of get away. The non-committing sign. But this is the best time to tighten up those partnerships, love-wise, friendship-wise, and business-wise. So no more not committing, no more running, Sagittarius. This is important for you to tie in those relationships and keep some of them, okay? Partnerships will make your life stronger and growth will occur. So think of that. Capricorn, we're 3 in, 3 more. Let me see if I can do this in a minute and a half. Capricorn, more physically active. Be more physically active. Focus on your ideas and make them more practical. Stop dreaming and do more. So any businesses that you have, that you've thought of, you need to pick up on it. Work hard. Capricorns are already hard workers. The goats. Be more specific. Be more practical. Think of that Gemini energy. Aquarius, you are the radical people. You may lose some friendships this year. Jupiter will move into Aquarius at the end of this year. Jupiter is a planet of luck. So even if you don't feel successful, it is coming, but you need to get rid of some other people in your life that are not helping you grow. And last, Pisces, stay in more, grow your family, take care of home. You're already creative people. Grow spiritually, separate from old ways, rediscover yourself. Sorry I had to rush those last signs, but I definitely want to keep this in 15 minutes time so you can see everything. Happy Mother's Day again. Shout out to all the signs. This will be an awesome year. Think of it positively. Stay positive. I'm always teaching everyone about empowering many. So there'll be new billionaires and millionaires this year. So let's get busy, manifest, and grow. Holla, everyone. Love y'all. Peace.